Yeah, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. He played a mental game with Drake, a mental game of chess, where he convinced Drake that all those songs like Push UPS, where he was just popping, weren't going to work. He told him he'd have to get cerebral with him, start thinking. Drake's viral on-stage meltdown has barely cooled down, and already Kendrick Lamar has fired back, cementing what fans are calling the final blow in their heated rivalry. During a live performance in Los Angeles, Kendrick paused mid-show to address the moment that had the internet buzzing. With the crowd on edge, he smirked and told fans, "We don't break down on stage, we break records." If it wasn't for Pusha T, Drake and Kendrick might never have had a beef. Back in 2018, when Pusha T and Drake had their feud, Pusha exposed that Drake had a son he was keeping a secret, and the internet decided Drake had lost that battle. After this, Drake made his boundaries clear, saying he could easily bring up family members or children, but that would end rap battles in a way nobody wanted. But having learned his lesson from the Pusha T beef, Drake decided not to let Kendrick get the best of him, and even name-dropped Kendrick's fiancée on his song Push Up. The two went back and forth with another round of diss tracks until Drake unloaded fully, dragging family matters into the beef. Lines about not holding his son and telling him to say cheese shifted the battle into dangerous territory. Without Pusha T, Drake probably never would have gone after Kendrick's family, and this beef may not have escalated the way it did. What do you think? Let me know and follow for all updates. The audience erupted instantly, recognizing Kendrick's jab at Drake's emotional stumble in Amsterdam. Clips of Kendrick's comments went viral in minutes as fans declared he had officially won. This latest move feels less like a diss track and more like a public confirmation of Kendrick's dominance. Many are saying he didn't even need bars this time. The timing and delivery were enough to end the conversation. Meanwhile, Drake's camp has stayed silent, fueling speculation that he has no immediate comeback planned. For fans, the contrast is sharp. One artist unraveling under the spotlight while the other grows stronger with every move. With momentum firmly on Kendrick's side, hip-hop fans are now asking the question nobody thought would come so soon. Has the Drake versus Kendrick war already reached its end? The music pauses here because breaking updates are changing everything. Reports suggest Drake and his team, along with diehard fans, may be gearing up for their next move. With tensions rising, this moment sets the stage for one of the most dramatic chapters in recent hip-hop history. Drake, once celebrated as one of rap's biggest names, is now being branded the ultimate Karen, turning what began as lyrical warfare into a push for DNA tests. What was once bars and beats has spiraled into lawsuits, family claims, and credibility questions that leave lasting damage across the culture. This isn't just about one beef. It's about the unraveling of an image carefully built over years. At the center of the storm is the question of whether Drake's actions have separated him completely from hip-hop's essence. His moves appear less about artistry and more about personal vindication, casting shadows over his legacy. Still, you can't deny Drake's talent. Some wonder if he had a song like this tucked away the whole time. He's amazing at making music, and he even mentions family matters, leading some to believe he had early access to Kendrick's track. The fallout, though, is being felt far beyond his circle, shaking the foundation of how rap beefs are traditionally settled, through music, not the courtroom. The real focus now turns to Kendrick Lamar and his circle, who've responded with sharp calculation. Instead of spiraling into chaos, their composure has only amplified the contrast between artistry and desperation. This week marks a turning point, exposing exactly what happens when an empire built on image collides with an opponent anchored in credibility and respect. This saga is exposing more than who wins a battle. It's showing who stands on the right side of hip-hop history and who stands firmly on the wrong. It's not just about two rappers. It's about every precedent that shaped the culture stretching back through hip-hop's history. One side is busy running wild, sharing images of another man's wife and child, trying to create a gotcha moment that doesn't exist. Drake's camp keeps pushing paperwork and delusions, but it's smoke without fire. By contrast, Kendrick's side has recognized the spectacle for what it is, unnecessary chaos. They've stayed focused on music. No rants, no theatrics, just artistry. The answer came in the form of Not Like Us, a record that became the anthem of this conflict. Fans and peers leaned back into that track, reaffirming where true strength lies. Every time Drake spirals into public unraveling, it only pushes more people toward Kendrick's defining anthem. The culture has already decided. Music speaks louder than lawsuits, paperwork, and distractions. Once again, Not Like Us skyrocketed on the charts, proving its place as one of modern hip-hop's biggest hits. And here's the truth. Its success isn't manufactured. It's organic demand from the culture itself. For Drake supporters, that's hard to swallow. Every attempt to spin narratives or defend his missteps only fuels more humiliation. His own meltdowns amplify the very track he hopes to bury. Each time Drake turns into the so-called Karen of rap, dragging the beef into bizarre new territory, the public responds by streaming Not Like Us even more. Ironically, his attempts to silence the song have kept it alive and thriving. This difference is undeniable. On one side, endless posts and messy statements flood timelines. On the other, the music speaks for itself. Authenticity keeps Kendrick thriving while distractions bury Drake. Even fans hear the contrast in sound. Some of Drake's records feel forced, like he's scrambling for ideas, while Kendrick delivers records that connect deeply. One side represents raw authenticity, while the other drowns in gimmicks. Drake's antics highlight his desperation. Kendrick continues with professionalism, clarity, and focus. While Drake spirals, Kendrick just wrapped the European leg of the Grand National Tour, marking his 39th performance in what's being called one of the strongest live runs in hip-hop history. His focus stayed locked on the music. Even as Drake dragged personal matters into their feud, Kendrick refused to follow. He strengthened his message through discipline, showing what hip-hop was built on: respect, skill, and cultural truth. Along the way, Kendrick achieved something historic. Artists like SZA and Mustard publicly thanked him for including them, helping create what is now recognized as the biggest rap tour in history. Every city and every stage added momentum, and the praise has been overwhelming. Through it all, he has stayed true to his artistry, proving authenticity can't be faked. As Drake leaned into legal theatrics, Kendrick doubled down on his music. The silence from his side spoke louder than rants. His refusal to play into gimmicks preserved hip-hop's foundation while pushing it forward. Drake's side, meanwhile, looked like a circus. From the Pinocchio nickname to long-winded speeches, he tried everything to shake Kendrick, but nothing worked.